Hey guys, yesterday we began Unit 3 Proportional Relationships, and we took notes talking about tables, graphs, and equations that identify with a proportional relationship. Today I'm going to show you some examples we did the tables yesterday, so now we're going to do the graphs, and we're going to go on and do the equations because it's just not that much stuff. So here we go. First example of a graph, because you just need to look at it. It says what equation describes this proportional relationship? So on the STAR test, this is an exact STAR question, and they're telling you it's proportional. They want to know which one of these equations match that graph. Sometimes on the STAR test, it might just say, is this graph proportional or non-proportional? And we would say, yes, it's proportional because it goes through the origin. Now, let's answer this question. Let's see which one of these work for this equation. We can do this a number of ways. The way I prefer is to find our slope. So we are looking for slope. And I prefer to use the rise over run. So to do that, you need two exact points with the highlighter, because you need two exact points on the line. So we have one, so we need to find another exact point. This one wouldn't work because it's not within all four squares. This one looks pretty good. If you don't see this one, here's another one. We can see this as a pattern. So to find the slope, we're going to rise 2, and we're going to run 1. So our rise is 2, our run is 1, and we can see that this line is going up, so it's positive. So we now know that y equals 2x. Therefore, your answer would be C. To solve this with the calculator, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to hit second plus 712. And since we already know this is our answer, I'm going to put this in the calculator. I'm going to hit y equals, and I'm going to put 2x. And I'm going to hit graph. And there is the same graph as what I'm seeing here. It's hard to see it because of all the little lines, but that's another way you could do it. Let's see what y equals 4x looks like. And you can see that this isn't working because it's much steeper. The line is steeper. But that is another method. I prefer this one. But like I said, you can also hit y equals and graph, and put in each answer. Here's another STAR question or example of what it will look like on the STAR test. It's cut off a little bit, but that's fine. Which graph below represents a proportional relationship? Well, we know that a proportional relationship must pass through 0, 0, which is the origin. And it must pass through the origin. So which one does that? This one starts at 1, so that can't be it. This one starts here. That can't be it. This one passes through 4. That can't be it. This is the only one that passes through 0, 0. So therefore, that's your answer. Yes, it really is that easy. Okay, now we have an equation example. We did graph examples, now we're doing equation examples. This is just as easy. Which equation represents a proportional relationship? We know that it should be in the form of y equals kx or y equals mx, whatever you prefer. Therefore, there's nothing here. There's nothing after the x because there's just one number in the equation. We'll get to non-proportional equations next unit, but right now we're just looking for proportional. This has a -1 after it. I mean a +1, +1, -1. This is the only one that is written in this form. That's your answer. Do not miss any of these on the test. If you do, I will come looking for you. Okay, here's another one. Which line does not describe a proportional relationship? They tell us that these are the lines and they have these points on the graph. You don't need to graph them or anything. Well, I'll take that back. If you want to use graph paper, which you can get during the test or the STAR test, and graph these lines, you'll see the correct answer will pass through 0, 0. I'm going to do it a much simpler way. Since I have these 2 points, I'm going to use my calculator and I'm going to put each point in the calculator by using Stat Edit. So for this one, here is my x, here is my y, x and y, and so forth. So let's use the calculator and put those numbers in. I'm going to hit Stat right here. I'm going to hit Enter, and I'm going to put in my x is 4 and 2. Then I'm going to put in my y. I have a 10 and a 5. Now I'm going to hit Stat. I'm going to hit Tab. And then I'm going to hit 4 and enter all the way. So Stat, Tab, 4. And this is telling me I have a slope of 2.5. I do not have a y-intercept, so this works. This is proportional. This wants to know what is not proportional. So let's do the next one. I'm going to hit Stat, Enter. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit 2 for x and 4 for x. Go up and over. I'm going to hit 8 and 16. I'm going to hit Stat, Tab, 4, Enter all the way. And I can see that I have, my slope is 4. I do not have a y-intercept, so that works as well. Let's try the third one. Stat, Enter. I'm going to put in 9 and 4. Then I'm going to go up and over to y and put 9 and 4. And I'm going to hit Stat, Tab, 4, Enter all the way down, and I see I have a slope of 1 and no y-intercept. So this is proportional. Let's check this one real quick just to make sure it's not proportional. And let's hit Stat, Enter. I have a slope of, I have an x of 3, x of 30. Now up and over, I have a 5 and a 55. I'm going to hit Stat, Tab, 4 all the way down